guys, I'm Kat and welcome to my channel. I don't know what this is. I hope everybody's Halloween was super fun and super safe and not as boring as mine was, because what I did last night was sit in my room watching movies and hanging out with a box of candy. And by box I mean, let me show you. I mean literally this box of candy right here, see? Yeah. I did have the intention of using it for trick-or-treaters, but then I thought to myself, I don't want to sit upstairs and sit there and hear my dogs bark and hear a bunch of knocks on the door, and I didn't want to do that, and so I decided to keep all this candy. The only issue is I'm one person, and also I don't like nerds, and that's like half the box, so, but you know, how sad is that? But other than that, honestly, it was kind of boring, but not. You know, it's really hard to explain. But anyway, as I said, I hope you guys had a fun Halloween, and yeah, I hope it was fun, and I hope it was safe and not too crazy. But today, we're going to talk about something else, because I kind of veered off from the subject. But anyway, one of my favorite movies is the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the 1971 movie. There is a difference. One is called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. One of them is called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I don't know why I'm explaining it in that much depth, but one of my favorite movies is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I think the movie is really fun and cute, but I also think it's really creepy and weird, and some people think that it's, well, weird that I feel that way, but I found a theory about the movie that really supports my thinking it's creepy and weird, and today I'm going to share it with you. So this creepy, weird conspiracy slash fan theory that I found is that Willy Wonka is actually the child version of Saw, and that he is actually a crazy serial killer. The theory says is the reason that he fired his employees is because he thought there would be spies who would figure out his secret ingredient, which his secret ingredient, according to this theory, is children. Is that he is luring children to his chocolate factory to kill them, take their corpses, and to mix them into his candy. It also says that he knew that the kids would die because he lured them there and he set up traps. Because when you watch the movie, after Augustus Gloop gets sucked up into the weird chocolate tube, they go to the weird ship of doom made out of weird pink candy. And if you notice, there aren't any extra seats. There's no room for 2 extra people. So that means if Augustus wasn't sucked up into that tube, the ship wouldn't have enough room for his mother or for him, and Willy Wonka knew that. And as you watch the movie more, Mike TV and Charlie and his grandpa and Willy Wonka get on this car that spurts out foam and cream, and you notice there are only 4 or 5 seats. So that kind of also supports the theory that Wonka knew and wanted to kill the children. The theory also says that Willy Wonka drove Charlie to kill himself. That after Charlie took over the factory, he ended up committing suicide, and then that's what the sequence of them flying away is, and that is actually what the ending where Charlie's house is somehow magically in the middle of the factory getting poured on, having giant things of powdered sugar poured on it, like simulating snow, and that is basically like a dream world, like an after death thing, that Charlie killed himself, and then this is where he lives. Because if you think about it, the end, it's very otherworldly and dreamlike and weird, and that's what that is that's why they fly away, and the house is like the aftermath. It's his place where he felt safe, and after he killed himself, that's what it's showing, is his after death, basically. Why did Charlie kill himself? Well, he was driven to insanity because he knew, like, what Willy Wonka did. Like, during the time, he didn't know that he was killing the children, but then after a while, he found out, that, part of the candy was children, and that these children were killed, he was driven to insanity, so he ended up killing himself. Now, I know if you think about it, the theory sounds kind of stupid and crazy, but what happened to the kids? Like, I mean, in the Tim Burton version, you see what happened to the kids at the very end, but in this version, you don't. In this version, all you see is Augustus Gloop get sucked up, you see Violet turn into a blueberry, you see Veruca fall down the chute, and you see Mike TV become little. That's it. You don't really see exactly what happens to them. So what did? Like, did he kill them? Were they made into candy? Like, you never know what actually happened. And I always found that creepy, and I've always found myself wondering, what happened to the kids? Like, did they make it out? Where did they go? Like, did they just go back home? But then after reading this theory, it makes me wonder, did he kill them? Because I always thought, and I still do, think that Willy Wonka is crazy, because he just seems like someone who is just off his rocker, and it makes me think that this theory isn't very far off the truth. An interesting factoid about the movie, though, that I didn't know until my boyfriend told me this, but the part of the movie where they're on the ship and they're going through the tunnel and Willy Wonka starts singing, well, apparently the other actors on the boat didn't know that he was going to start singing, so the looks on their faces of fear and confusion are real, they're legit. That's not acting, it's actual confusion, wondering what the hell is he doing, which to me makes it better and actually makes it more creepy. So there you go, that is one of the Willy Wonka theories. It's actually, I think, a bunch of theories mashed into one theory, because if you think about it, they all make sense with each other. So I think they were just a bunch of theories squished together into one giant conspiracy theory. And what I find very creepy about it is that Willy Wonka, the movie, is very innocent and cute, and I think the message is that no matter where you come from, you can achieve greatness. And to think that it's twisted and it could actually be this man luring these children to kill them is very creepy, and maybe he was luring a group of children to find the right child to be his successor that could take the heat. And obviously Charlie couldn't, because apparently, according to this theory, he ended up killing himself, which makes it even more creepy, and when I watch the movie now, it kind of changes the way that I look at it.